Welcome to the Experimental Music Master's degree at Brunel University. This is Christopher Fox talking, and I'm currently the course leader for this course. It's a brand new program. We began it last year, and typically of all the courses that we run here at Brunel, we are attempting to train people who will be successful musicians in the 21st century, and so our aim is to give you as a student time and the space to develop your particular skills. As it says, we do our very best to create a completely distinctive learning environment here, and one in which students can succeed. We've been well regarded by lots of the league tables over the years. Recently we were 18th in the Guardian league table, and we are currently the only university in the UK to offer a master's degree in experimental music, and indeed pretty much the only university that we can find out anyway across the world who offers a master's degree in experimental music. So what are we about at Brunel? We're about, in particular, recognising that music today is a hugely dynamic, changing world. It's a world in which, to be successful, you need to be ready to change, you need to be alive to all the things that are happening. Above all, you need to have your own distinctive creative voice, and that's what we aim to train here at Brunel. We also think it's important that as a musician and as somebody who's going to go out and work in the world, that you're really organised, that you're able to motivate yourself, to plan, to meet all the eventualities that are on offer. And in the photographs you can see, you'll see students working with ensembles. And the lower photograph shows one of our master students from a few years ago, Paul Maguire, working with one of our ensembles in residence, Distractfold, in a workshop. The thing that's distinctive about Brunel and the Brunel staff team is, as you'll see from this slide, that almost everybody who teaches here is practically involved in the music industry, whether it's as composers like Colin Riley, myself, Christopher Fox, Jenny Walsh, Harold Muntz, or as performers like Amelia Martinson, jazz singer, Frank Griffiths, jazz saxophonist, Sarah Nichols, who's a pianist. We're all engaged in the music business professionally, practically, so that we offer a fantastic network to anybody who wants to do our courses. The way the master's degree in experimental music is structured is very simple. If you do the course full-time over a single year, you do 3 initial modules, each worth 30 credits, in experimental music techniques, in which you're introduced to a range of techniques that you might want to explore in your own music. Experimental music portfolio, which then allows you to explore these techniques as you're learning them, to develop your own music around those techniques. And locating practice, which enables you to think about what it is that you do and how what you do relates to the wider world, in a way where you come from as a musician and where you're intending to go to. And then the second half of the course is devoted to a big major project. This is one of the things that makes this course really special, is that the emphasis is on what you want to do, on the direction that you want to take it. If you do the course over 2 years as a part-time course, the experimental music techniques and portfolio modules come in the first year. You can spend slightly longer on them. The locating practice comes at the beginning of the second year, and the major project stretches out over the last 2 terms of the year. And the other thing to stress about study at master's level, certainly in our masters, is that we don't really respect the academic terms terribly much. We go over the ends of them, and in particular we expect that people working on their major projects will carry on working over the summer and there's a certain amount of tutorial support available through that period as well. And the thing which this course structure doesn't really show is that the emphasis is consistently on you as a student to come up with material, to come up with ideas, and we can tailor all these modules around what it is that you as an individual musician want to explore. How do we teach you? Well, we teach you through lectures and seminars, but particularly we teach you through workshops and tutorials. All these ideas, as you develop them, get explored practically, performing with your fellow students on the course, performing alongside members of staff, working with the ensembles in residence, and so on and so forth, and one-to-one contact with individual members of staff in tutorials is the key part of the teaching on this course. So as the slide says, the emphasis is on you as a student leading where you want your learning to go. And to make things practical for people who may well be doing this in the midst of other things in their lives, we try and organise all the taught modules on one day a week, so that all the things you absolutely have to be at with other students will tend to happen on one day a week. Tutorials, workshops will spread out over the rest of the week, and we also run a fortnightly or 3-weekly music research seminar series, and master's students attend those sessions alongside our other postgraduate research students and research staff. Live music is obviously at the centre of what this course is about, and Brunel University has 2 buildings in which it does most of its work. And the photograph you can see on this slide shows students working on a performance in the Arto building. This is in our main performance space in the Arto building, where we also have a range of rehearsal and seminar spaces. There's every month, or fortnightly, there's an event called Arts at Arto, which is a showcase for creative artwork being done by students across the college, whether that be from creative writing or from theatre or from film. There's also a university arts centre, Brunel Arts, which offers a huge range of activities which students are also welcome to participate in, and we regularly take events off campus into the centre of London to places, venues like Cafe Otto, or more locally to places like the Harrow Arts Centre. We've got a range of ensembles run by students. New Noise, run by Professor Peter Weigold in the photograph at the bottom right, the University Chamber Orchestra, Jazz Bridge, which is our university big band, who you can see on the left there, the Brunel Keyboard Ensemble, Brunel Vox, who are a sort of gospel choir, and the University Chamber Choir. And we also have currently 3 ensembles in residence. Piano Circus, who've been with us for many years, who are 6 keyboard players, mostly playing electric keyboards. The Ensemble Apartment House, who visit us 2 or 3 times a year to work on student compositions, and Distractfold Ensemble, a fantastic new, young, award-winning ensemble who've been going for the last 3 or 4 years, who again come in usually once or twice a year to work on student compositions and give workshops. As I said earlier, one of the key things about music at Brunel is that all the staff here are professionally engaged in the music business. So we have a fantastic network of contacts with key professional bodies across London, across the UK, and out into the rest of Europe and to North America as well. So this is one of the sort of hidden assets of what we offer. The possibility that through the network of the staff, you too can have access to this wider world of music. And you also get the opportunity to be involved in the work that we're undertaking in the conferences that we organise here at Brunel or elsewhere, recordings that we're engaged in. So all of which amounts to fantastic professional experience. And as it says here, we're listing a number of things that and organisations we've been involved in. Sound and Music, for instance, the main new music promotion organisation, Café Otto, Klanko Festival in the Netherlands, Club in Egal in the middle of London, and so on. What might you do after a course at Brunel? Well, here's a range of different things that our recent graduates have gone on to do. One of the things to say about the experimental music course is that it's in its first year. We've run MAs here before, but this is the first, we're coming to the end of the first year of the experimental music course. And the students who are doing it have all come from already interesting professional practice backgrounds in the media, in theatre, and in different aspects of music. And so our expectation is that they'll go back into those worlds, but enhanced and at a higher level. If you want to find out more about what we do here at Brunel, we've got our own WordPress music site called Music Brew, which is regularly updated and introduces a whole range of the stuff that's going on here. So you can find out more about the staff, more about the student projects on the current page, which is not the page you can see because it's slightly old. You'll find that our students recently were involved in an installation at the Chelsea Flower Show, which involved flowers and electronic music. Unlikely, but a really interesting opportunity. We've got a lot of media coverage. So finally, why is it a good idea to come here? Well, because we're really good at what we do. We can offer you a wide range of expertise, a fantastic network. Above all, we're interested in what you want to do as a student. We put you and your creative interests at the heart of our course and enable you to do exactly what it is that you want to do and help you to succeed as a musician that you hope to be. And as it says here at the end, if you want to check whether this is all rubbish that I've been talking, you can look at the Guardian's 2016 University Guide and see how well we did in teaching and feedback at Brunel. That's particularly focused on the undergraduate scores, but it also relates to what we do as a postgraduate course. What you will need to come to us and do this course is either a first class or upper second class degree, probably in music, but we'd be interested in people from all sorts of other backgrounds. You don't necessarily have to have a degree. One of the students who's currently doing extremely well on the current run of the master's course has been working in the music business and in the media business for the last 12 years, and his professional experience was sufficiently exciting and for us to be able to waive the degree entry qualification. So if you're interesting, we're interested in you. Finally, if I've missed anything out, I probably have, if there's anything you want to ask me, my email is on screen. If you want to talk to anybody else on the course team, you can find their names on the university website, or just follow the formula here, first name dot second name @brunel.ac.uk. Thank you very much for listening.